been up to. And yeah, just wanted to see how y'all doing too. I'm good. I'm very good. I was just working. It's really, really hot. Curry's been super duper hot, very humid. Not a day has been comfortable being outside. It feels really uncomfortable to be outside because it's so goddamn hot and humid. Um, but I'm living a lot of work, and thankfully, actually being busy has helped cope with the like ridiculous heat because I'm inside usually in an air conditioned area. And yeah, just wanted to tell you guys that a lot of the stuff that we've been talking about coming up soon is actually in the works now. So, I'm very excited. I know that the whole crew, the whole 28 laboratory, collectively, we're all super excited right now. We're working on a lot of things. Not just saying in the lab. We're actually getting a lot of stuff done. We're actually getting things rolling. So I'm actually very excited about what's going on. Very excited about the content that we're going to be working on. And yeah, I'm just generally very happy recently. Just been able to smile a little bit more. Michael's doing well. Lex is doing well. Pyok, I think, is in here right now. Pyok's doing well. Abs is doing well. Everybody's doing very well. And, we've all just been kind of locked into what we're doing. And I think this time around it's been a lot more special because it's actually been so long since we've released anything. Me specifically, I've went through a lot. And, that's a part of being an artist or even just a human being in general. We go through our ups and downs, and it's, just living life has been really fucking chaotic. But, I found clarity in what's been going on in my life. I have a newfound direction into what I want to do with my music, and so has Lex, and so has Mike, as far as wanting to envision a new trajectory for 28 Laboratory. Just generally, we're all just in a good place, good energy all around. Been again insanely busy, but that busy energy has been really good for me, good for the whole team. But ironically, Mike actually hit me up today. We talk almost every day, and he was talking about, man, I never post anything. I'm never on social media really, apart from liking a few Instagram posts of my friends, posting stuff. Recently, Christian releasing a new album. I was excited about that. New friends releasing this, that. My Portland Trailblazers announcing this and that. Other than that, just I've been out of the loop essentially. So he was talking about how maybe it makes sense to kind of connect with y'all soon on live at least. So here I am. I thought, why not just do it right now? We were actually talking about doing a joint live between Lex, me, and Mike. But instead, Lex is busy working. Mike is doing his own thing right now. I'm sure he's working on something right now too, because that man's busy with a lot of different things that you guys should be excited about in the future. And yeah, for me, I was just working on my music too. And I'm at a good point where I feel good enough to, kind of give myself a break real quick and at least talk to you guys about what's been going on. I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of music that's getting ready. Yeah, so I'm just super excited to talk to you guys and see how you guys are doing generally. Somebody brought up a tour in Europe. I have kind of a shitty news, but at the same time, it's all right. It's part of life. We were actually gonna talk to you guys about putting together a tour in Europe, a circuit that we were actually already into talks with a certain team. And everything seemed like it was coming along. Everything was, coming together. And I didn't want to announce it until it was like a for sure thing, so I didn't say anything. But, unfortunately, I don't think I'm actually allowed to even like get too far into the details about why it fell through. It's not a bad reason. Things happen. It was kind of like a shit accident that just happened. So unfortunately, that's not happening in the plan that we had. That's not happening. But who knows? I mean, we're still planning on actually putting together a lot of different things right now. And we're super excited about our future. First of all, I'm just super excited to actually finally release some music. I know Lex is, I know, Björk and the whole team has been harping on me about, putting together something for the fans. But again, it was kind of on me to make sure I'm not making shoddy content, which is my music for y'all, right? I think you guys always have a certain expectation of what my music should be, or at least the quality and just what you guys want to hear from me. I feel like I've been very transparent in the songs that I've been working on recently. And God, somebody on Twitter, or I think it was on Twitter, recently left me a message saying that, dude, it's been a year since you released a song. That was kind of hard to see. I know it's been a long time, and I hope you guys know that I don't, just dick around and just stay at home and not work, or I don't go out just partying and not work. All I ever do is fucking work. But the problem is I'm always trying to find a way to get better at what I do. I want to be able to understand what my audience is. I want to be able to, just hone my craft. And it's always going to be a work in progress. I don't think I'll ever perfect what I do. And I think that's the beauty in what I do too. In what music is. There is no right or wrong answers, right? So I'm enjoying this process, but it's finally come to a point where I think I'm ready to, kind of put this together and get it ready to go. And yeah, so that's why I think I'm very excited. That's why I have this energy that I have right now talking about this. And I'm super excited to see the reaction you guys will have for what I'm putting together right now, what the team is putting together right now. So yeah. Yeah, you guys are just putting up a lot of encouraging comments about, just do me as far as the music goes, just enjoy myself. I'm definitely enjoying myself, but, just quality control and different things I just want to get better at doing when it comes to my music. A lot of different things. Björk. It's okay not to post anything. Yeah, I mean, you, the person who just said this, I appreciate it. But, I guess it's not fair for me to just be like, hey guys, I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter, and for me to just not fill you guys in on anything that's going on in my life, and just for me to go AWOL and just not say anything could be discouraging as a follower or as a supporter. So I understand the other side of not being proactive on social network, and that's why I felt bad. But again, I hope you guys understand, and I don't just talking out of my ass. Whenever I said I have stuff coming up, I meant it. Every time anything fell through, it was just all quality control type stuff. Where it's just, I knew it wasn't the right song to release or a right collective of song. It's crazy. I can't even count how many songs I threw out the window. I have so many songs that I decided not to release within that year, this whole year of not releasing songs. So that's why I think what I have right now is just gonna mean so much more for me to release now. So that's why I'm just super duper excited for you guys to hear it. It raises suspense. Yeah, I mean, a part of me was just like, yeah, you know what? Every time I get on, say, Instagram or Twitter and say something, again, I wanted to mean something. I could, shoot the shit with you guys and just talk about nothing. I really can. And I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to you guys. So, but at the same time, I would rather spend that energy on trying to provide you guys with good music, good content. So, yeah, that's where my head was. And I think there's always going to be a time within my career or the trajectory of 20 Laboratory where me, at least personally, and I'm sure Lex is going to go through it, I know that Abs is going to go through it, Kilk, Mike, all of us, we're going to have times where we just need time to get better at what we do. And for us not to take time away from trying to, again, hone our crafts, that's disrespect to you guys. That's disrespect to the followers and the supporters that we already have. So that's why, again, I stay quiet. Every time I release a song, I just come back and then suddenly I just fall off the face of the planet. That's because I go right back into what I do. I just need to get back to work right away. And again, it goes right back to what I just said, which is out of respect for the people who are waiting for me and who've been supporting me from day one. So, yeah. My favorite song is Dante's Valley. Thank you, I appreciate it. You guys are going to have a lot more favorite songs to decide over very soon. So I'm super excited about it. And another thing, it's just, for me, I think I've always wanted to make sure that this is, it was a part of my, again, steps into, or again, the only word I could think of that fits this narrative is trajectory. My trajectory into what I see in my future, what I want to do with my music. I want to be able to make music that could be that can translate to anybody, but at the same time I don't want to make a song that just seems super duper just it's some mainstream shit that anybody can make, or anybody could hop on and talk about nothing really, essentially. But at the same time I appreciate those type of music too. So it's just that balance of what I need to do with myself on the track, not as a producer or as somebody who's engineering the beat. It's just there's a lot that's going on in my head, and sometimes it's just a lot to fucking handle. And on top of that, you have to go, you have to get into mixing and mastering and all this stuff. And it's just it'd be one thing if I had somebody that I really trust that I could outsource all that stuff to, where I could find a good middle ground and find a way to kind of work on all this in a more efficient way. But hey man, this is what I signed up for, and I enjoy what I do. Every step of the way I enjoy that process, and there's a bit of me in every bit of that process, whether it's making the beat, whether it's composition, again, arrangement, composition, when I get into the mixing, when I get into making the lines, when I start getting into the mastering, all of this, it's just all gonna end up being for y'all, right? It's not for me. I'm not doing it only for myself. I'd be lying if I say I don't do any of it for myself. I do this because I love music. But it wouldn't make sense for me not to think about who's supporting me. I don't want to make music that's gonna be rinky dinky for y'all and just be yo, this sounds disingenuous. It just sounds like some song that anybody else can do because he didn't put the effort into making us feel what he's trying to feel. So that's a long way of saying that, again, it took me time. It took a long time to put together a collective of songs that I'm working on right now. And that's why I'm anxious, excited, just a fucking ball of emotions when it comes to thinking about like where this is gonna take me and take the family, take 28 Laboratory supporters. I mean, I'm looking far into the future whenever I do this, so I'm excited. I'm super excited though. The great thing is that I always end up on the other side excited about what I do and where everybody's headed. And that's including people outside of just the professional side of 28 Laboratory. I'm talking about my friends. And that's the thing, like recently, unfortunately, you know, I'm not going to say unfortunate, but I have friends who weren't able to work on music. I had friends who had their freedom taken away as far as their artistry goes. I had friends who have contemplated quitting music. I have friends who just released an album. Like, I just saw C Swag here. Congratulations to C Swag. Congratulations to Christian. Like, a newer found friend Teflon, like he's been releasing ridiculous stuff in the metaverse. But on the other side, I have a lot of friends who's going through the shit, like going through it. And it was just like I was stuck in that middle where just like I get like I feel this happiness and I feel this insane low. And then it's just like I try to figure myself out and where do I fit in? Like, where am I in this process? So yeah, man, I'm ranting like crazy about like everything, but all this to say, I'm happy, I'm excited. Again, I'm excited, nervous, everything. But yeah. 아몬. 니 이제 앞으로 아몬이라 해야 되나? Or Youngjun. Hey, Swag, man. Congratulations on the fucking album, man. It's beautiful. Criminal and Odyssey are my favorite songs. They're good. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But again, you guys are going to have a lot more new songs to actually decide whether you like this song or that song. Man, I've been releasing songs on a really fucking slow yeah, man, I just I have so much that I want to talk to you guys about, but again, you guys know that it's just like I can't tell you guys everything. So all I could say is that I'm super excited. I'm on. Yeah. MSD. Wow, I can't believe people are actually even listening to MSD still. That's a song that I completely just forgot about. Is this Kappa merch? Unfortunately, Mike has already sold all of this, I think, so I don't think it's available. Drop them when you're ready. I'm almost there, guys. I'm almost there. Like, we're putting it together. And it's not only me, and I'm not saying this again to just hype up Lex, but Lex is actually like on a different plane right now. Like, he's figuring something out too right now. And it's awesome because in a sense we kind of both went through it, right? About like figuring out ourselves within within 20 Laboratory, within our, not within, but just with our direction, with our music and everything. So to see, like, to have a long conversation with, I had a long ass conversation with Lex just like 2 days ago. We just sat down and We hashed out like a lot of our ideas or our thoughts about what music is, what we think about music now, and how we used to think about it, and what's changed. I mean, I just told you I talk to fucking Michael every fucking day, and we talk about this all the time too. But it's just cool because, again, I think I'd feel differently about everything if I had a really deep conversation about music, or again, like where we're at in life generally. But if I come out the other end feeling defeated, but again, I always feel much better about where I am, about where we're headed, about the people that we have around us, including you guys. Yeah, I mean, this shit could come off really corny, but I think I think you guys could relate to this, because it doesn't have to be about music, really. It could just be about just having the right people around you, figuring out what you guys want to do in life, and how you guys are going to approach it, and how, relentless you guys should be about, like, achieving what you guys want to do. And knowing that there's so many different ways to achieve your goals, life goals. There's always the easy way and the hard way. Yeah, it's just everything. I feel good, though. Again, I sound like I'm on a manic fucking binge talking about a lot of different things, but yeah, I feel good though, guys, don't get it wrong. Thanks for sharing how you feel. Oh yeah, I mean, I have to share how I feel because I haven't been able to talk to you guys for such a long time. I think it's only fair to kind of fill you guys in on what's been going on in my head, what I've been doing, what I've been up to. Yeah. Someone said they enjoy the deep talks, but a part of me always gets worried about getting too, like, diving too deep, or like jumping way too deep into the rabbit hole, because, some people just want to have a chill live session where it's just like a back and forth where we're talking about just kind of where we're shooting the shit. But if I just hop on here and just go off and start talking about everything that I've been going through, and like, I think it could be a little much. So I did, kind of think about maybe I should kind of, a part of me thought maybe I shouldn't even talk about all this, but, on the spot, I decided, hey, it's time. Just let it out, right? And I hope you guys are being, transparent to all the people around you guys, because you guys are special folks, and you guys deserve all the love, because you guys are sending me all the love. I think you guys deserve all that love back. Someone said, nothing we can't handle. Thank you, I appreciate it. And that's why I'm blessed that I have supporters like y'all. Love hearing the truth. Well, I mean, that's my truth. It's not, some of you guys might end up listening to this and might feel turned off about how I feel about all this, or even talking about just my soft philosophies on things. You guys might think about it, again, it could come off really corny, especially if you're not in this type of mood to be talking about all this. But, I hope this conversation resonates with some folks. And, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have any reason to talk about all this if it wasn't for you guys responding the way you guys are responding. So I appreciate it. I really do. Haha, you worry too much. Yes, I do. I think I generally do worry a lot, but at the same time, I think I don't worry about the big things. I think I worry about the little things. So yeah, maybe that's why I'm like kind of, this whole conversation that I'm having almost by myself, this almost rhetorical conversation that I'm having with myself, I hope, again, it resonates with y'all, because I know a lot of the people are able to look at the big picture and just be like, oh yeah, that's cool, but I have to worry about this, and this to achieve this, right? So whether, again, it's like, it doesn't really have to be a business thing. Like, it doesn't have to be a professional thing that we're talking about. We could be talking about the smallest things or your smallest goals in life. It could literally just be about like friends too. It could be about anything. So y'all deserve everything for real. I feel like your attention to the little things make you a better YK. I have no idea what YK is. Oh, things make it better, you know. Oh, God. Yes. That sounded really stupid, YK. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think there's benefits in stressing the small things over the little little things over the big things, and big things over the little things. I think I've always been able to be cool with like the big stuff. Be like, yo, like I know I could do this in the long run. Like I could do it. I believe in it. But it's just like the little details getting to that, right? And then there's always other people who are like, oh, yo, like don't worry about the like big picture. Just like finish what you have in front of you, and eventually you'll get there. Like it's just like there's different trains of thoughts about this. So. We love y'all too. We love y'all too. It's refreshing to listen to your thoughts and process them when creating music. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Again, all the songs that I'm preparing for you guys, I think I'm being very transparent in all my songs. So yeah, I mean, and not to say like I wrote like poems in my music, right? I mean, I think like hopefully the message gets across, because there's a science with music too, right? Where the right chords hit you differently. Certain chords make you feel happy. Certain chords make you feel, or certain chord progressions, sorry, make you happy, make you feel sad. I think it all has to do with the frequencies, like the balance of the frequencies make you feel a certain type of way. So there's the whole science behind it. Like, I hope it translates to you guys like the way I want you guys to feel it. Can you post a picture about you later? I want to change my lock screen to a picture of you because you're always making me. Oh, thank you. But I don't plan on posting a picture later. I mean, there's plenty of old pictures that you could use. I'm sorry, I don't have any new pictures. I generally don't take pictures like by myself all that much, if you guys haven't already noticed. I haven't taken a selfie in a long ass time, let's just put it that way. Blessings to you too. By the way, I discovered your top listeners on Spotify in Turkey. And Turkey was second place. Oh, I appreciate it. That's awesome. Really? That's crazy. Are you sure? On the analytics that I have, I don't think it was Turkey, but hey man, it doesn't matter where it is. I appreciate it. Tomorrow, here, it's my birthday in Brazil. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'm gonna sound super duper ignorant if I get this wrong, but in Portuguese is it also Feliz Cumpleaños, or is that only Spanish? I hope to God I'm not wrong. I mean, I'm actually going into it thinking that I'm wrong, so Feliz Cumpleaños. I know that's Spanish though. Te amo. I know that's right. Yeah. How do you say it in Portuguese then? How do you say happy birthday? Feliz cumple. Okay. I've been listening to Troubles and Liquor Talk on repeat recently. Thank you. Thank you. Pyogi. Pyogi. In Portuguese, it's Feliz Aniversario. Feliz Aniversario. Am I saying it right? Hermoso. Please come to Europe. We'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure it out. Choose day or night. Generally, I have more energy at night than I do in the morning or day. I'm a night owl for sure, if you guys couldn't tell already. I created a playlist just for 28 Laboratory, so it's on repeat during the work. Appreciate it. That's awesome. That's cool. What was really special, it was very recent too. I mean, Pyok's in here so he could back it up for me. And he actually sent me a video of it. So you guys know I don't make music in Korean. I don't bother like really promoting my music in Korea. I'm in Korea, I'm based in Korea, but I never really made music for a Korean audience or anything. So you'd be hard pressed to find like my music being played in Korea. But it was really awesome because Pyok was out with his homies and at like this really cool bar, he just heard something like blasting that sounded really familiar, and turns out it was one of my songs. So that was really special for me. And I gotta thank you guys, because I'm assuming because of the algorithm, it even made like bled over to Korea, which is awesome because again, we've never like targeted Korean audiences or anything, right? Especially my music all being in English, and like I'm not really making the traditional K-pop style right now. So I appreciate it. I gotta thank you guys, because that's the only way it would have bled over to that algorithm. Thank you for the live stream. No, thank you guys for actually coming in to watch the live stream. So Swag says the music is what's important regardless of the language. Appreciate it. And I have to say the same for you, who you rap in English and Korean, so you got that going. You're like lyrically ambidextrous. Do you have a favorite cryptid? What's a cryptid? I don't know what that is. What's a cryptid? I found Criminal through a playlist on YouTube. Oh, awesome. Appreciate finding it. Appreciate you finding it, sorry. Your music makes me feel strong. Thank you. Can you speak Korean? I can speak Korean, but it's not good enough to the point that I generally feel a little bit self-conscious about my Korean when I have a long conversation in Korean, because I feel like my Korean's a little bit off. Like it just, there's certain things that I feel like I can't articulate a really thoughtful like idea about something. Say I'm having a deep conversation in Korean, I'll just kind of like blank out every once in a while because I don't have the right words that I want to use. Because especially, you guys know, in a language, like there's always going to be a barrier, because there are certain words or phrases that don't translate really well in that language. So when I'm thinking in English and suddenly I want to say something in Korean, I just kind of, you know, I have little speed bumps that I hit. So think about me feeling that way about in a conversation, and then I'm trying to be like and I'm trying to like, you know, express myself in Korean through like lyrically, it could come off really, really bad in my opinion. So that's why I don't really delve into the Korean lyrics right now. I'm sure I can, but I feel like I'm always going to feel a little self-conscious about that. Let Ashley be your teacher. See, Ashley's good at of course she's good at English. Ashley is very good at Korean. Michael's very good at Korean. I feel like the rest of us, when I say us, I'm talking about like 28, like I'm not, just our group of friends, right? Not 28 Laboratory. A lot of us, man, because we're always speaking English. There's no reason for us to get any better at our Korean. Yeah, it feels like you speak no languages fluently when you speak more than one. Yeah, I think it's gotten worse because I've been in Korea for so long now that my brain is just kind of freaking out when I think about too many things in too many different languages. A lot of support from France, man. Thank you. Je t'aime. Do you know Peru? Of course I do. Of course I do. You were not good in Korean when you were in 24K too. You're absolutely right. I was just never really good at it. I just assumed that I'd get better at it like over time, but I think like I hit this threshold where I just stopped getting better. Like my Korean just never improved. I'm sure if I really put my mind to it, I can. I just don't have like any reason to really try to get that much better at my Korean, because I could get around. I could figure my shit out. Like I won't get like swindled because I can't speak like Korean. But at the same time, again, like when it comes to writing lyrics, I think a part of you has to be poetic. But I'm not good enough to be artistic with my lyrics if I'm writing in Korean. What was your favorite title track when you were in 24K, that if you had one? I don't know. I have no idea. Like all those songs all the songs that I made personally were very special to me at that time. So every time I released a song, it's just like it meant something. Like I know what went behind the work that went behind those songs. So, and like the rest of the members worked really hard when we were recording and like try to understand the songs. Miss your interactions with Ashley, BM, and Peniel. Well, I mean, yeah. I don't know how to answer that. Hopefully we'll eventually have a video of us interacting one day soon. I mean, yeah. I mean, Ashley, I saw not too long ago. Peniel, I saw not too long ago. Matt, I haven't seen in a very long time. But it seems like he's doing well. And everybody else, they're all doing well. So if you plan for shows in Korea since Europe is not happening, I'd fly all the way to Korea from Malaysia. No, I would make sure to have a show out where you guys are at, rather than me being like, yo, I'm gonna have a show in Korea, so everybody fly out. That'd be insane. That would be crazy. That would make no sense. Corey's mind is working on one brain cell, y'all. He's trying. Absolutely. One brain cell's a reach right now. I'm about to just I'm just about to be one of those broken channels with static. If you just like looked into my brain, it's all static right now. Are you socially awkward? I don't know. I don't know if I'm socially awkward, but sometimes I feel like I go to a place where I get a little awkward if I don't fuck with someone's energy, because I don't know if I should be confrontational or not. Like sometimes I feel like I know the right place to be confrontational, but at the same time, when I just don't really like someone's energy, I kind of shut down. So that I don't think I'm able to like carry myself well around people that I really don't like, and that could come off a little socially awkward. Because if you're not socially awkward, you should be able to carry yourself absolutely fine, even around people that you don't like. But for me, I think that's something that's